big. Vibes big, big. GMGT, yo, it is what it is.
Take us to work, take us on the go, take us wherever you go. Good music, good times.
Smartin, GMGT, good music, good times.
Everybody ready to jump and wait. In the music. This is the biggest collab. Trouble. That look like trouble in the morning. When the niggas start to walk up, when the music start to pump up, and the girl ready to ram my shit. Trouble in the morning, when I'm nowhere close to sober. When the party hour sober, and everybody ready to jump and wait. Ready to jump and wait. I tipping and whining, no me, don't care if he friend them hold me. I hear where this man supposed to be. Why is he seen mine? I don't want to cause no drama, but that bam bam hold me mama. I just wanna take you home with me. Don't really wanna intervene, but did you come here with your team? She said no. Tell me to go so I can leave if I would intervene. She said no. That look like trouble in the morning. When the niggas start to walk up, when the music start to pump up. Oh girl, I'm taking you home with me. Trouble in the morning. When I'm nowhere close to sober. When the party hour's over, and everybody ready to jump and wait. Ready to jump and wait.
Good morning to you and yours. Good morning to all of you loyal listeners. Good morning to the GMGT team. How are you guys feeling this morning?
Morning.
Morning X, my brother. Also, good morning to everyone on the Trouble in the Morning page that's already starting to hit us up. Good morning to Sunny. Good morning to my good friend D. I know D is be getting in some trouble these days. I don't understand why she, Morning, sweetheart. Also, good morning to our Atlanta family. Junior, good morning. Gloria, good morning. Madder than, badder than them, we say. Huh?
Your volume on your phone.
Okay, so there we go. Also, good morning to Didi. Didi, good morning. Yes, boy. You guys just continue to share the live. We are here for another installment. DJ Scully had a booking this morning where he did I think he's doing a breakfast party.
Yeah, he have a breakfast party. He called me like about 2 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
He said, fellas, listen, I wouldn't be able to make it.
Yeah.
Just get a call and just set up some equipment for a breakfast party.
Hey, as long as the money running, that's pretty much what it is. So.
But he didn't even say maybe when you guys are done, come and get something to eat.
No, because he probably knew we had something going on today, so we gave him the benefit of doubt.
All right. Yeah. You give him the benefit of the doubt.
Good morning to Hooligan. Hooligan is in the building with us. If you guys know, Hooligan been a very vocal part of Trouble in the Morning since we started in
come on. We got to do it better than that.
In the comment section.
A round of applause for the Hooligan
for reaching. All morning. So, Hooligan, good morning, brother.
Good morning.
How was the trip from Atlanta? You drove or did you fly?
Nah, me ain't driving that again. I flew this time,
Yeah. But that was Friday, dog.
Yeah, how much hours is it?
But it's like about
driving
6 hours or something driving?
No,
14 max?
Driving, that's like
about 14.
If you go non-stop, it's 14 hours.
14.
Right.
And you gotta stop, so most likely it's like 19.
Plane is like what?
Well, how long you
like
stopping?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
From Atlanta?
I'm not doing that again. Nah.
So man say I ain't doing that to her. I done that to her. I flying Saddam now, you know.
Yeah, man. Out is out, man. Taking flight now. Why not? Up there.
Did he say Scully like he's a star boy? But you know that, did he?
Yeah.
You know that. Good morning to you and yours. DJ X-Rated is here. How you feeling, brother?
Well, I mean, I'm good.
It's been a good morning.
Yeah. Basically, you know, we celebrating one of the young ones' birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday goes out to Keslin.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. So I was actually up early, about 5 o'clock this morning, you know, organizing stuff, you know, seasoning some of the food.
Yeah, and we do apologize for our late start this morning, but we had a few things to do. Actually, they had more early in the morning, putting up chairs and table in the backyard and things. So. You know, but we're here regardless of what. We got some things to talk to you guys about this morning. We're going to talk a little bit of politics. We're going to talk a little bit probably sports. How do you guys feel about the basketball stars boycotting for the 2-game period and then going back to normal? Did it even make sense? You know, we're gonna speak about all those things today.
It was a tough decision.
Yeah, but right now we're gonna jump into some good news and we start off the morning like this. Good morning, guys. Trouble in the morning.
Yeah.
Different. My team, we don't back down from nobody. Them things, we don't back down from nobody.
Natalie, you're supposed to be here. What happened? Natalie, you gotta be part of Trouble in the Morning, you know. Let we send out a shameless plug to Natalie Savannah Lamming from early. Where's Mr. Sugars? I'm right here, Natalie. I ain't no way. Hey, good morning to Amanda. How are you?
Every time that they tell we put the thing inside.
Hey, good morning to Junior. Mr. Famous said thanks for busting his tune last week. Trini Radio now pick it up after you guys played it. Bless.
Wow.
Yeah. So much love to Trouble in the Morning on GMGT. Good morning, guys. Natalie say I need licks. Why do not? That's why I do. Tell me why I do.
Put me inside. My team, we don't back down from nobody. Them things, we don't back down from nobody.
You guys share the live, share the live. We're here.
Want to invite me in them, huh? I hope you can take it all inside you. Come take look, go wine up all inside you. Come take look, go lick all inside you. Come take look, go union all inside you.
Watch out, Natalie. Say 2 weeks now she waiting for me to pick up a roti, you know.
If that roti still good, we go come first.
Yeah, we have to pass like Savannah. We have to. It's just. Yo, Natalie, last night I was telling the guy I created last night, Natalie. Real talk. I say every time I pass in front of Natalie place, I just come from because it's summertime, Natalie. So I don't do service on boiler in the summertime. I just clean boilers in the summertime. So it's a lot of soot and all that. So it's be real dirty now.
The man don't want to come and sit down.
And I don't want to come and just order food from and leave. I want to sit down on the little thing they have outside. You see how nice it fixed up?
No, we want to actually bring down the cameras.
Yeah, and bring down the camera, talk and thing, and you know, so we have to. It's coordination, but Nats, we coming, girl, we coming. I go take a little 2 belts for that. Yeah. It's been a while. I go take. She say legs. We go take her. Yeah. Point up 2 more. You know. I go gladly accept them 2 belts. They Nats. Hey, Natasha. Good morning, Tasha. Hooligan is here. So let's jump right into good news. And some of the good news that Dirty Walk big money. Yeah, Diddy. That is it. So now the thing about it is, starting off the good news, since we're on the topic of curry, I want to shout out to my good friend Matisha from Hackensack, New Jersey.
Yeah.
We ordered some curry in New Jersey yesterday. When I tell you, fellas was licking their fingers till 2 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
till 2 o'clock
Only
this
right.
morning.
Only right. It was real good.
Best curry. So
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
should
want
know.
to send a shameless plug to Matisha out there in Hackensack, New Jersey for having the best curry in New Jersey. Round of applause to Matisha. Huh?
I said no disrespect to the curry, boy. You straight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, the curry ain't
everybody
even
good.
run your belly.
Okay.
And we
Good,
eat,
good.
we ordered the curry. We ordered the curry probably like 2 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, about 1
And
o'clock. Yeah.
the next morning we eating curry and it wasn't in the fridge. And everybody belly is sturdy.
Everybody know,
Well,
man.
I always tell people, if you see the oil on top of the curry,
Yeah.
leave it alone.
Alone, yeah. But there was no oil on top of this curry.
was
No, they
none.
bad.
It was none. It was
I
really
got
good.
to give it to Matisha and her mom for really throwing down. You guys, shameless plug. We're gonna plug it during the show as well. Good morning, yeah. Hey, good morning to Master Rific, the Mash Boss is in the building. Nishan Bacchanal Khan. Natalie say we have whole Labor Day week, so X-rated. We can't let Natalie down. We have to. I know we're gonna be busy this week, but we have to.
It is a busy week, but we will make
We
it happen.
have to make it happen.
It's a must.
It is a must. So we have to make it happen. We gotta.
It's a must.
Yeah. So what's going on in your world, X-rated? What's good in your good news segment?
Unfortunately, I have no good news.
Yes,
today.
you do.
No, I don't. Wanna know why?
What?
Because Portland Trailblazers lost last night. They was eliminated from the playoffs.
You really think Nonis Mello was going to make it in for next year? Come on, son. I's not a sports fan, and I could tell you Nonis Mello wasn't making it there.
Listen to
Watch
me.
me, the announcer last night, Kareem say, yo, for a man that has all knees, he was throwing it up last night. I
Yeah,
was rolling
you
when I
know,
heard that. I'm like, how you going to disrespect Mello like that and say the man had all
he
knees?
lost his
boy?
legs. He lost his legs a couple years ago, and it's just. But he's still a shooter, and he have the heart of a. Well, he never
But
won that championship.
come on. You going up against they are no longer going up against the Lakers. They went up against LeBron James. Don't matter what team LeBron James played for, it's gonna come out on top.
That is how you feel, right?
And there's no Steph Curry and the big squad their squad done break up, so it's nobody to really
No,
challenge them.
it's actually the Western Conference is a very deep conference right now, so it's a possibility that LeBron and them is gonna have a hard time regardless.
Playing who?
I am just
Who?
they have the Houston Rockets. They have the Clippers with Kawhi.
Well, yeah.
You know, so yeah.
So that gonna be a matchup,
It's
LeBron
gonna be
versus
tough.
Kawhi.
It's gonna
yeah.
be tough. Yeah, that's gonna be a big one
You
if
gotta
it
save.
happens.
You gotta save his energy.
If they don't boycott again.
We gonna talk about that after.
So I don't have
Hooligan.
no good news. I'm in a great mood, glad to be alive, but just jeez, the Blazers.
What's good in the in your world of good news here, brother? What's been happening good with you?
Good news. You know, well, big up my entire team. You know, the GMGT.LIVE. For this weekend from my land, we've been partying, man. So
Yeah, I see.
I'm
Zessa.
running on Eid. No, me no Zessa. No.
You're partying everywhere without a mask, and then they come in GMGT today with a mask.
No mask. I have mask. Don't get tapped. I have a mask.
Yeah.
Social distancing.
As soon as I open the door for him, he'll just like, let me put on my mask.
Yeah.
I say, you
Nah, you're
okay?
good,
You're
you're
corona
good.
free,
Yeah.
everybody corona free.
You understand?
Yeah.
We had to protect each other.
Of course, of course, of
Because
course.
either you do
Equipment,
6 feet above
All
ground
the
or below.
sanitizer and thing there,
You know, you had to pick your distance.
Yeah. That's pretty
yeah.
much it. So,
You know.
good morning to you guys. If you guys have good news, just hashtag the good news. Hashtag good news and let us know in the comments what your good news are. Did he say Trailblazers lost Cliff Robinson
Yeah,
as
I forgot to
53
mention
years?
that,
So,
what's
Kareem coming?
Temperature check. Temperature
On
check.
point, no, on point.
Kareem coming with the
On point.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
rest in peace to the great Cliff Robinson.
Yes, boy.
Yeah, boy, that's sad.
Also, rest in peace to an icon.
The basketball.
Cliff Robinson was the basketballer.
Yes.
Also, rest in peace to another great icon.
The actor Chadwick
Chadwick
Boseman.
Boseman.
yeah.
Yeah, boy, that one
Yeah.
was a sad
The
one.
Black Panther.
And let me just jump into that real quick. He posted a video online where he was rooting for some charities. You know, he was doing charity work for people, and his appearance was really real slim down and skinny and thing.
Was
And
evident.
the people under the comments vilified him. They were so nasty towards the man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people were saying, are you slimming down for a role or something like this? But that man went through his stuff without looking for sympathy. And I just find that is the most strength any man could display in life.
Yeah.
Because he had his platform. He could have raised awareness for what he was going through.
Yeah.
In so many avenues he could have went. He could have gone, you know? And he chose to go through what he go through privately. And he found out it was no one's business. And even when everybody was being so nasty and really talking all about him, the man just hold that boy. And I think that is the strongest trait I've ever seen in any man.
Yeah.
And I applaud him for that. I know it's not good news, but I do applaud him for that, boy.
I was even saying that with, like, because I've been watching a couple of his movies dating back to when he did Get On Up. And I was like, yo, this guy, like, he's like the Denzel Washington of
our time right now.
time.
Yeah, right, yeah.
It was really a sad situation. And also, with that being said, we have to send out props since you mentioned the name Denzel Washington.
Oh, yeah.
We do
Get him
have
the
to
flowers.
send much props for Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely.
already know.
Yeah, because of Denzel is why, you know,
We
Chadwick
know of him.
Boseman came about, you know. And
Right.
Yeah, man. And I know Denzel has to be really distraught at this time. I know he probably ain't feeling it. He taking on that
Yeah,
one.
basically the whole of Hollywood, Black Hollywood.
I've been
especially.
seeing photos and videos online of young kids of probably Afro descent who are just like crying their eyes out, tears. It's like, and then it really started with the kids, and the kids is what, oh my God, you know, it's a really hurtful time.
He stood for a lot, you know. He wasn't just an actor. He was an icon, you understand?
Right.
Pretty much
Because
it.
as I was even watching this, like you were asking people to speak on the movie, and
Right.
he was hidden behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way people were reacting to that, you could have showed like the power this guy just offered that movie, and
Yeah.
not just the position that, you know, the Black Panther held. And the way it was displayed on film on an international scale, it wasn't
Such
as they
poise and
you
such
understand?
grace. Yeah, he carried
Exactly.
it on nice.
The
Also,
real
we had to
thing.
send a rest in peace to Stanley as well for really taking that stand and really, you know, putting that out there, man. Shout out to all the people that are into the Marvel comics, are into the DC comics as well, you know. There's a lot of people out there that's hurt this morning, and when I get the news, we was at the table sitting down. I think we was eating, all of us.
Yeah.
Because in X-rated house, you know, you had to sit down on the table and eat. And it's a family vibe over there, you know. So
Big table.
we was
big
there.
table.
A big table you have in the living room. So we was
right.
sitting down and we was eating and we was, you know, and then I saw it on my phone.
Yeah,
I'm
do
like,
it right or don't do it at all.
damn, boy.
That's right.
Shh. I felt it. Good morning,
Yeah.
Matisha. We now beginning up on how good the curry is, Gil. Gigi said, I'm glad he was able to know who emoted the whole while he was alive. He impacted the whole while he was alive.
Exactly.
Yes, boy.
Correct way.
Sandra, good morning. Top of the morning
Good
to
morning,
you.
good morning.
Sharon said, hi, son. I think she's talking to Hooligan. That's your
Yeah,
mom?
That's mom. That's my
Okay,
cool
okay.
mom.
Hey, mommy Hooligan on the live. Good morning.
Inside.
Susan said Chadwick was a man of great strength. Junior Noel said, good news in Trinidad, you will be charged for not wearing a mask because people don't want you to wear none. So I guess you're getting a fine now for
Wow.
No, it's they made it mandatory.
that you have to wear a
That you
mask.
have to
I mean,
wear
the
a mask.
cases are rising. It's 800 and something now. We probably hitting 1,000.
But let's be real, man. We know we culture, man.
Yeah.
We really believe punching was the cure. So we was walking around with
Yeah,
flags.
there's no
we really thought punching was
Corona
the
what?
Yeah,
Corona
Corona what?
what? Give me another
Oh
punching.
my
So I
God.
keep it real. So that is part of the reason why, because we kind of lackadaisical we help. You know,
Right.
We eating with bushmeat, we eating this, we eating that.
Right.
We eating with punching. We good. That's how we think it, you know.
Yeah, everything
we
will be
eating
okay.
everything bush. Because
Yeah.
now we look at bush, you know, when they think, oh, eat healthy, bush, meat. You catch how you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
So yeah, and the punching, you know, yeah, they say put God first, and that's something spiritual, right? So I'm just saying. Everything line up correct.
Nah, man, don't do for that, hooligan. Don't do for that. Don't do for that. Don't do for that. Don't do for that. It's too early in the morning to do for that, boy. Don't do for that. The Man City, it's spiritual.
It's spiritual, man. They are power the spirit.
They had to really buck up on it though, because like we would never see a carnival again.
Gigi said she'd never reach in Trinidad again.
Gigi said that, right?
Carnival done, boy.
Yeah.
We, boy.
Carnival, it's going to be finished as far as the international or the outside exposure, but Carnival can't done in Trinidad.
Look in Grenada, right? Grenadians are saying that the best jab they ever jab in a jab life was this year.
Because nobody else.
Because no outside influences would dare to
Exactly.
really dictate the pace.
Nobody was
they
there
had
to
a
push
true
Iowa
jab.
hand.
And they were on lockdown, you know. And they come out. Which police officer are going to lock up a man in oil?
You go get oil down.
Yeah, that's why I saying, who going to lock up a man in oil? But and they
Exactly.
came out in the numbers, and what I found so fascinating about the Grenadians in that instance was the fact that they were social distancing while having a time of their life. Why I good laugh, you know.
Right.
I
Yeah.
laugh. I saw a line of them coming out, and everybody was 6 feet apart, and they let them do, and they're going on the road.
No,
boy.
yeah, at least that's how you trick the system.
Yeah.
If they tell you, yo, you all can't be out here gathering, you have to always maintain 6 feet at all times. Guess what will happen? We got gather spaced out. That's all.
Yeah, boy. They
So,
did.
so
they
what
did.
we gonna do for Labor Day weekend?
Labor Day weekend.
I good. I know. I good. I know. I good. I don't ramp with man. Look,
What done with NYPD?
But the cases
I'm black
are
enough.
down.
Yeah.
And in New York City, we've been partying hard.
No, the
since
West Indian
the
community. The West
Since Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, the West Indian community been partying hard.
And all of that, they had a rave in Prospect Park.
Whoa, word. You saw that? That was
Yes.
crazy. That was wild.
You understand? So, and this has been going on probably since Memorial Weekend. And cases are not rising, it's dropping.
But I don't think we're in the
Large
clear
crowds
yet, though.
too.
I don't think we're in the clear.
I seen a certain promoter put up on Facebook. They had an event. Thank you guys for coming out. Over 700 in attendance.
Wow. Nah, them just overdoing it. You see?
Nah, they was lying.
You see? You
I'ma say-
how when it start to make
700
things bad for we? You see? Instead of... Come on, man.
All right, let me get serious on the topic. With this-
Before you
Yeah.
continue, because you're based in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
They had an event in Atlanta.
Young Chow Party, call names,
I
man.
believe, yes.
Call
Young Chow
names,
event.
it's Chow in the
I
morning.
believe 800, 700, it's almost the same
But
thing.
it's
In
Atlanta is
attendance.
open, right? The indoors. You can party indoors.
And it was, yeah, like it was in a
Okay, I'm
club.
gonna say this, right? Atlanta, okay, when you look at the apartments and them here, just think about the space here. In Atlanta, you have space.
Yeah.
New York really does not have
You're
space.
absolutely
Everybody
right
on top
about
of
that.
each other.
And
So
then-
in Atlanta, the more, it could be more lax that you could allow a certain amount of people to gather and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
At
Right.
the end of the day, you have a mask on and somebody talking to you right here. They don't in your face. You know? So it's just putting into Atlanta, I think, is because they have that space and because they think so much people scared.
Right.
And this is what I was trying to get into. They're pushing that fear because I know the numbers really, as I said, the numbers going up. But I ain't hear nobody talking about they catch the flu. I only hear anybody corona.
Right.
So why you only pushing one, the narrative is that everybody dying from the corona. I remember a guy get a call, pick up a call in Brooklyn right here. When they check the death certificate, he died from corona. You understand what I'm saying,
The
sir?
bullet had corona on it, did it? But she was
I'm
right.
just saying. I'm just saying. Right?
DJ X-Rated, Rondell Scully. We are hanging out here on GMGT with the hooligan. We are trouble in the morning. Good morning, guys.
Both particles, bring forth thy armor. Let's get jamulous. Dynamics, jamulous, jamulous. Now we run. Time to get jamulous. Come with the chant. Come, chant. I ho, I ho, I ho, I ho, I ho, I ho. Do as you want man do. Wait. Do as you want man do. Jump. Do as you want man
X-rated, Rondell Scully. We are GMGT's Trouble in the Morning. Good morning to you guys. We're here with Hooligan this morning. Hooligan has some new stuff that he's gonna feature on the show today, as well as some other projects as well he's been working on. Also, private soca mode we are in for the next couple days until Labor Day Sunday. We are going to be on federal grounds. I just want to put that out there. You know, it's out of NYPD's jurisdiction. Although they can make a phone call there, but still, you know. Yeah, good morning to all the federal police that's been working with us. We do have to social distance and we do have to wear our masks.
That's right.
We do have a capacity. I think we are almost at capacity for private soca.
Yes.
So if you guys want to be a part of private soca, you can contact us at 929-236-8195. It's 929-236-8195 and send us a text just saying private soca.
Is that on WhatsApp?
On WhatsApp.
WhatsApp alone.
Yeah, and then we'll give you, please have a profile picture up and ready, because that is a part of our stipulation that we need to account for everyone who is going to be in private soca, all right? So there's going to be mandatory temperature checks, the whole 9 yards, yeah. Yeah. So it's gonna be a good vibe, and we're going to open space. You know, we're gonna be on the beach Labor Day Sunday. So
but unwindy.
Yes. So it's gonna be nice. There's gonna be food. There's gonna be a couple drinks, whatever, and we do have to keep a certain number of friends that we can hang out with. So that is why we're asking everyone to make sure and have a profile photo when you send us the keywords private soca, and make sure everything is good. GMGT's Trouble in the Morning, X-rated, Scully Rondell. We are here with Hooligan this morning. Another thing I saw in the news there, we're going to jump into the news headlines real quick. Let me just jump right out of this and head on over to the Trouble in the Morning page. There's one or two things that we got to talk about. All right. For the past week, all of our diehard supporters, I know you guys haven't been seeing us posting, and maybe you haven't seen our post on your timeline.
Right.
And we just want to let you know it's because we posted about Portland.
Here we go.
All right. Now, in Portland, right now, today made 100 days of unrest in Portland. Riots, burning, looting, and there is no mention of it in the media. Period.
Should we be saying like a disclaimer before we start to talk about this
No,
Portland thing?
Facebook could shut me down. I don't care right now.
All right.
It's censorship of media. We have an amendment right for freedom of speech and freedom of media. You understand? So for Facebook to go against that green and shut it down. Right now in Portland, they just passed a temporary law that journalists and free media are no longer protected. So if you
Why and how? Under what grounds?
I'm gonna pull up the
Is it a law?
Yes, they passed it in the court of law by the High Court right now. So
When was this recent?
recent. So I'm gonna pull up that article for you right now,
Wow.
and then we're gonna talk about it because it's censorship of media, and I hate when they censor media. So
crazy.
I was telling X-rated that I'm like, bro, our post ain't hitting. When we put up something, we seeing only 10 people viewed
10
this post
people, it was weird.
in about 8 hours. So we post something else and we realize 2 people viewed it in like 8 hours. We're like, this is not Trouble in the Morning.
Yeah, something is wrong.
We already had to reach 1,000 views or something by an hour. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So
Trini Lion, good morning.
one of the things that I posted that really got us clipped was this article. The Virginia Senate voted 21-15.
Before you continue, people, the live disappear. You know it's because of this guy.
That's okay.
This
You
guy.
gotta go against the grain.
Well, we on the platform, so if they want to
we
shut
do
it down, that's their problem.
Ride or die. Let me
All
go.
right. The Virginia Senate voted 21-15 to pass a Senate Bill 5032, which will allow an assault against a law enforcement officer to now be a misdemeanor instead of a felony. So if it's justified that the officer used excessive force or anything of that sort,
and kill you.
well, no, in this case, not actually kill you, but you could assault that officer if you find it being a little bit unjust, so he's using too much force. But you would not get a felony charge for it. Now, there's two ways this could go.
Mom, come off the live.
No, actually, no, this is not in New York. This is actually in Virginia. This is not New York. This is in Virginia, all right? New York, NYPD not going for that. Not here.
You know that.
Right, they're not going for that.
Yeah.
Now, it's two ways this can go. The first way is there are going to be people who are going to use that as a defense for assaulting
Oh, yeah.
police officers
Correct.
because of the fact that they are misled or mistreated prior by a police officer.
So,
All right?
finally.
And
payback.
then there are going to be the people who are justified for assaulting an officer, justified because that officer was doing them bodily harm or, treating them bad.
Taking advantage.
Now, the people that are using it as an excuse, as a scapegoat, going to make it bad for the actual people who really need to use that law.
Yeah.
And that is going to be the clash there.
And they're gonna, I
Right?
think they're gonna reject that.
Honestly,
they're
in
gonna
my
retract it.
personal opinion, as a broadcast journalist for like over the last 8-9 years now since I got my degree in journalism, this to me is the most absurd thing I've seen or heard. Because even if you believe in the Bible tells you something very simple. Obey the laws of your land. That's it. It's very simple. So who is the enforcers of the laws of your land? It's going to be the peace officers, which they are no longer peace officers because some of them are just as, I wouldn't want to say brainwashed, but they need help. Their brain is messed up. So they don't see themselves as peace officers. A lot of them came from the army. They got PTSD, all of that different type of stuff.
they
And then
just holding a peace.
yeah,
That's
they in the police
Yeah,
service.
that's
So
it.
they're taking advantage.
Good morning, Jab J.
Hey, Jab J, good morning. So
Guys, good morning.
so with this now, this law here, when we posted this on Facebook, Facebook didn't want this at all. Right? We got a message from Facebook immediately when they told us, listen, we're locking down you guys' features. And we didn't know what they meant by it until, we emailed them and tried to get them back and understand
Right.
what was going on. And then we realized it's because of this and because of Portland. Now back to Portland. Every journalist that's covering Portland right now, they pretty much want you out. They don't want the world to know what's going on in Portland because it's an election year. It's also 2 months away from the election, so they don't want you to know what's going on in Portland. Do you know at least one person gets killed a day in Portland?
And that's been going on for at least 100 days.
100 days now.
100 days.
You guys go and do your research. If you don't believe me here on Trouble in the Morning, you go do
Yeah,
your
do your
research.
research.
That's crazy.
We was actually going over this by the rectangle table.
Yeah.
The rectangle table, and we looked at the numbers, and it's ridiculous.
It's
And the
ridiculous.
things that's actually happening.
Now,
Damn.
I met a gentleman I went to do a job in the city, and I met this little white kid. He's like 18 years old. And he saw me and immediately recognized from Trouble in the Morning because he'd be seeing the posts on Facebook. And we started having a conversation. And he said to me, I'm going to send you some videos. And when you post it, just know that Facebook might probably intervene because it's happening to us. And then he started to explain to me what's going on in Portland. And then he started showing me video proof, evidence, everything. And I saying to myself, wow. So he sent us the first 2 videos and I posted the first 2 videos. One of the first videos, I think it's probably before they locked it down, it was close to like 200 and something comments of the right wing and the left wing arguing. And I'm like, damn, son.
But this is the same thing they do in the military. Like, like before anything kicks off, they
Right.
send in the Navy SEALs. Now, if it hits the it blows out of proportion, that's when the military, the regular military, the Marines, the Army, everybody go in.
Right.
Most of the time, everybody got phones now. So by the time they already try, like a lot of stuff goes on in China, but they know how to censor a lot of stuff, like keep it on the low.
Keep it on the low.
So they look good to the world.
Yeah.
But it's
But that's what's going on in Portland right now. It's like
Yeah.
everything is being
It's the
censored in
same
a way
thing.
where
But it's happening in
nobody
our
knows.
backyard.
Nobody knows.
Of course, it's going
And
to
all the media is talking about is Trump is an unfit president. But they're not showing you what's going on
Of
here.
course not. But this is why I'm saying a lot of stuff you ever notice, as I say, they publicize a lot of negative stuff that's going to promote negativity.
Divide and conquer.
You understand what I'm saying? But if you as you say, if you start highlighting stuff like that where it's affecting the other side, now they're gonna be like, wait, hold on. We thought we alone going through it, but you're going through it too. Because as you said, divide. If you realize, yo, I have the same issue as you, we might be a different color skin or whatever the case may be, but we still going through the same struggle. Guess what's gonna happen? People gonna unify. That's why I always tell people, I don't believe in this whole government. I never voted a day in my life. I ain't ashamed to say it. Because if you got Ish to pick from Ish, which Ish you gonna pick? I'm
It's
not
the same
picking
thing.
none.
So
Right.
everyone's saying they're voting for the lesser of two evils. Like,
don't
bro,
make no
it's
sense.
still evil.
This is why I, as I said, my whole team is to rebuild the Black Wall Street. There's a reason why they destroyed it in the first place. It's because they say, well, like, oh, damn, this thing effective. You broke it down and then you took it as your own and started that whole. Nah. But a lot of us, they still have that slave mentality because they want to be accepted by, you know, a selected few. That's why you see when a lot of the, I would say, what's the word? Like successful black individuals, you always realize they're in a certain crowd.
Right.
Like a lot of people love Oprah. Oprah gave away cars. Okay, let me ask you a question. If I got I'm 1,000 here, and I give you $1, would that affect me?
No.
No.
It shouldn't.
So when she starts giving out, that's not affecting her. It's called tax write-off.
But
And,
it is going to affect you, the recipient of that prize.
Of course.
To dwell on something that you said about
Okay, then.
about voting. Well, you said that you have never voted a day in your life, and you said like going to this election right now and voting is voting
It's
evil for evil,
Yeah.
right?
It don't make sense.
Lesser of two evils, yeah.
Right. So, but you don't think you can still pick a better person,
No,
even
listen,
regardless if both of them is evil? Because
But you would have
hold on,
to
listen, because fire is fire, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you was to choose to die by a flamethrower, to drown in lava, which one would you pick?
I probably
You would pick. You would pick.
Nah, I wouldn't pick.
None of the
I would let it
above.
pick for me. I honestly
none
would
of
let
the
it pick
above.
for me. I would
I'm
let it
going
pick for
through
me.
that.
Now, to get back to what you're saying here, as far as elections is choosing the lesser of evils, of two evils.
Two evils.
In order to choose the lesser of two evils, you would have to do your research for yourself and figure out which policies and values suit you. Up to now, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden camp, they haven't given you any kind of values that they push in. All they're telling you is that the black vote matters. But what have they told you to say, yo, this is what we're going to do. This in the next 4 years, this is the plan we're going to lay out. In the next 4 years, this is what we're going to do for you. In the next 4 years, this is what we're going to do for immigrants. None of them came out and said anything like that.
Of course not.
Nobody.
Of course
Look at
not.
the Republican camp now. They told you straight up what they're going to do.
But weren't they the one who was pushing to cramp them in the first place? So you lock them up and then you're gonna say, here what? Since I'm in office, I'm a free the slaves. How y'all feeling about that? Just vote for me. This is what I gotta have a problem with is not actually voting, but for who selects these people that we vote for.
That's it.
Right.
That is
Who
where we need
elects
to
these
change.
people, you understand? Because all of a sudden it's like this what. That's who I always tell people I don't pay attention to the president. I pay attention to the one pulling the strings.
Congress.
Because regardless if you're Democrat or Republican, they still got to go through Congress.
Yes.
So Congress is the real people who run in
Yep.
America.
That is
Look,
not
Skinny
the
is saying the
president.
same thing. Skinny is making the same point you're making here. Don't matter who becomes president if we don't secure Congress, we are thoroughly
Exactly.
effed. And now we could
So
Gloria
that-
saying, could we give Chadwick Boseman a word? We spoke about Chadwick Boseman already. Rated, remember we spoke about this
Yep.
Jab J's
That
thing.
is correct. Yeah.
Gigi saying the RNC was like, you will never be safe. Protesters will come to your home and lie.
No,
No,
man coming to
let's.
my-
I didn't really take in the RNC, to be honest with you, but from what I saw, right, and if you do research, majority of the best things to ever happen to quote unquote black folks was done by Republicans.
It's sad but true.
Sad but true. What has the Democrats done? Lies, and more lies, like Gigi just saying.
Broken.
Yeah.
DJ X Rated Scully, Ronda, we are trouble in the morning. When we come back, we're talking with Hooligan. When we come back after the short pause, we're gonna speak about LeBron James and the basketballers that took a 2-game suspension.
And we have a very interesting burst nut later on.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Songs for you guys to really take in, right? So just
God. Mine not in that lineup,
no.
What's that? You scared to put your thing in burst nut?
He shouldn't get through in that burst nut already.
Yeah, he did get through that burst nut
yes,
already.
through.
DJ X-Rated, Rondell and Scully, we are GMGT Trouble in the morning. Good morning, guys.
Man people, a royalty record.
Hey, yo, boys,
Yo, spot boy.
how the thing go? Make them know this.
Cause since I'm born, I give it trouble. Now I big is more trouble. From what a machine upgrade. Lord, cause since I'm born, I give it trouble. Now I big is more trouble. From what a machine upgrade. Yeah.
Touch down, fed, turn over this, turn over that, turn over. Party turn over, club turn over, boat turn over. Water splash up, when them mash up, and them hot up. Tell them go back, cut up, clean them stack up, and me glass overload.
Everybody want to know why they call me mad people king. From me bandit trouble, some of me not changing for nothing. Me mother she told to me.
Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. Good music, good times.
Now I big is more trouble from what a machine upgrade. Lord, cause since I'm born, I give it trouble. Now I big is more trouble from what a machine upgrade. Yeah.
It's in a butter. Look at the data. Everybody done. And we ready for the bus. Ready to play the air. If you come to get on, represent some of your flag. Trinidad people, Jamaican people, Jamaican people, moving sea people.
Smarted, GMGT, good music, good times.
Caribbean people, how you mean? I see the posse. They say they come to get on, ball on the ready. Representing with the flag from Toronto, Grenada to Trinidad. Juvela, we cook and play a man. Since the first and blue carnival long ago. You know before Juve, we cook up on the needy road and play mass. Everybody black just. What a eating is our plain man. Eating a butter, look at the data. Everybody done. And we ready for the bus, ready to play the air. If you come to get on, represent some of your flag. Japanese people, the Chinese people, the English people, Brazilian people, New Zealand people, Australian people, African people, American people.
All the police. All the police. All the police. We nah behave. Tell them that we nah behave. Tell them that we nah behave. Tell them that we nah behave. The king say, drink your strong rum and mash up the place. Mash up the place. The king say, that all them women should walk up the waist. Walk up the waist. If this is the king place, and this is the king stage, and this is the king band, and this is the king land, and this is the king road, and this is the king truck, and this is the king fete, and we get tired, you jump up in the king road, wind up in the king road, jump up in the king road, jump up in the king road, jump up in the king road, wind up in the king road, jump up in the king road, jump up in the king road, move the car we now behave. Oh Lord. All the police.
DJ X-Rated, Rondell and Scully, we are trouble in the morning. GMGT.LIVE, and we're here with the Hooligan hanging out this morning. Hooligan been a very vocal part of our show since we started
Yes,
in
sir.
the earlys, and it's a pleasure to have you here with us hanging out, brethren. Lakers, Trailblazers, Bucks, Rockets, and OKC are all boycotting their games. They did it for 2 games. No justice, no NBA playoffs. I kneel with them. Raise your hand if you do too. This was a post on Trouble in the Morning that was posted by DJ X-Rated, because you know he's a sports fan of the crew, and I found it very interesting that now these fellas decided to take a knee. That now these fellas decided to take 2-game suspension.
Can I say one thing?
That now
Can I say one thing?
these fellas know that now these fellas know that now these fellas decided to take a stand when the NBA president came out and said, you guys can be expressive on your t-shirts. You guys can use your platform to say something without that approval from the white man, so quote unquote. None of them were brave enough to do it. Now you could say what you have to say.
When you make posts about Trump, I just never tell you supporters that.
But everybody know.
Rondell made this post.
But everybody knows I'm the one that posts majority of the things on Facebook. Everybody knows that Scully don't ever post anything.
To be honest, when it came about and they decided to boycott, I was all for it. But only if they decided to continue to do it throughout the playoffs, because it would have had an impact. Yeah. It would have made a difference. Yeah. It would have touched people's pockets.
Exactly.
And then they would have made decisions. So
listen, yeah.
For them to come back and play games last night, even though I bet and I lost my bet. Anyways, we're not talking about that. But it made no sense. It made no sense for them to come back. What was the point of boycotting it for that one day?
It's for sure. It's for sure.
But LeBron constantly, LeBron constantly said, well, not constantly, but at the end of the game, he said that they have a plan. The reason why they came back is because they sat down together and they came up with a plan.
Listen to
and
me.
Never told us the plan.
The plan was for them to get some rest. That's what happened.
That's it.
They wanted a rest.
That's all it was. They was tired.
He tired. That's all.
Every other day. Every other day they had a game.
Suzanne said, I think LeBron has been very vocal. Yes, I wouldn't doubt the fact that LeBron has been very vocal. LeBron has been doing a lot for the quote-unquote black community.
Yes,
and if you guys keep hearing what I'm saying, I keep saying quote-unquote black because I don't believe in calling anybody black. You can't refer to a human being as a color. All right, so that's why I keep saying quote-unquote. I so love this, what GMGT is doing here right now. That's beautiful. All right. No, Didi is speaking about banks. Right, and she's talking about the black banks. Did you know, with all these protests that these athletes are doing, that if they're smart enough, they don't have to take all their money, you know. They just have to take a very small portion of their money and they could own the entire NBA.
They, as you said, they have that slave mentality. They just love to work for massa.
That's because they don't want to take on the responsibilities.
Not only that, I wouldn't even say it's because you see, everybody just wants, they know like, yo, rubbing shoulders with him, I'm getting more. Everybody wants more, even if they have enough. You understand what I'm saying? They only want more. And how could I get more? Is unless I'm parring with this one here. So instead of me saying, yo, we have enough capital that me and you could put our heads together, and we can literally start something small. Once people, because you know banks don't work without people putting money in the bank. You start pulling your stuff together and putting your heads together, but everybody wants to be bigger than the next man.
That's it.
So I don't want to come to you and say, yo, this is what we're going to do, because I feel like I'm too big for that. You understand? So it's always a constant competition. That's why everybody is like, they literally sit down and watch each other's net worth on a daily basis. You understand?
No, I would say this. I witnessed a transaction of a building being bought by 6 Jewish men. Right? They was buying a building. The reason why we saw the transaction is because we had to go appraise the place to replace, put in a new boiler for them. Right? So I got there and they came, they had the real estate agent there and the bankers, whatever. For some reason, they was doing it in the building rather than in a bank. And they had everything in the building, and this is how they operated. 6 men came with 6 checks to the very same spot. Not, you give me your money, you give me your money, and I go and buy the building. That's not what they did. 6 men came with 6 checks, 6 different checks, and they all put their checks on the table. You know what that says? That right there said that it screamed independence. And that is one thing we as quote-unquote black folks don't know how to do.
No.
I was sitting down the other day with X-Rated, and we was talking about buying properties and pooling our money together. And this is how the conversation went. All right, we're going to all pool our money together, and then we're gonna choose the person who has the best credit in the house, and we're gonna give him the money. That was my thought process as well until I
Right.
saw
Yeah.
how these Jewish people did it. Each and every person had their individual stake in the building. They knew what they wanted from the building. They knew what they wanted business-wise, and they hashed out all of that before the checks came out on the table. And that is why we can't get no way as quote-unquote black people. I'll tell you, I'll elaborate on that a little bit. Because now we pool our money to help one person, and this is where the bickering comes into place. Because now when you help that one person, remember that one person is not financially trained most of the times. He's not mentally stable most of the time. So you start to build
that's
an
a huge
ego.
possibility.
You start to build an ego, like all you needed me to pool my money together
Exactly.
to help
Right,
all you.
yeah.
And that is where everything goes left and right with us.
Ego, man.
Ego. But like I was telling X-Rated, I say, yo, if we're buying a 3-family home, we have to know who is taking which flow, who is doing what, how much money we're getting. We need to hash out all of this before money came to the table. And that takes us back to the black banks now. Didi asked if any of us is banking black.
I am.
I'm banking with Morgan and Chase. That's white. Kareem is Kareem works for Morgan
Let me
Chase.
tell you, I have a. I mean, I just.
I think you got to go up a little bit louder, Kareem. Kareem here is If a lot of you guys don't know, Kareem holds a very entitled position in. You're still at Chase Bank. No, you're not. You left Chase, but you do have the knowledge of the bankers. So I know you have something to say to us.
Finance is kind of my passion.
Yeah.
That's so. Once the talk about the money came up, I kind of wanted to jump in real quick. So the thing you made about black folks, why we can't go forward, I don't think that's the issue.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't know what we don't know, and that's a problem. That's the biggest problem.
Ignorance.
We don't know what we don't know. And before I went into banking, I always assumed, I'm a smart guy. I have a degree.
Yeah.
You know, I went to college. You know, and I told myself I was intelligent and I was smart. But once you get into the system and you start learning about the intricacies of the financial system, it made a big difference to me. For a lot of years, I thought I couldn't afford a house until I started banking.
Yeah.
A lot of years, I thought I couldn't afford to start a business until I started banking. And my last position at Chase was business relationship manager. So I actually worked with a lot of businesses. My threshold was you had to have at least $1 million in revenue for you to work with me. And I did work with companies that was there was some flexible room to work with companies that were smaller. But a lot of my clients was Jewish because my office was in Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Bushwick, Williamsburg, that area there.
Yeah.
Bedford and DeKalb. Now, the thing about the Jewish community is that they are tight knit. They are together. And a lot of them have hands in different things. A building can go up and it can stay within the Jewish community for everything, for the electrical, for the foundation, for the designing of the plan, for the person to go into City Hall and figure out where the businesses are for sale. Their hands are in everything. And the sense of community is a little bit better there. It's not necessarily that,
No competition.
they're educated. And I think we have to go from a standpoint of saying what is wrong with us and try to start finding solutions, because we all know what the problem is, right?
Yeah.
When I decided to buy this building, I could have moved here with my wife, but I incorporated my brother and my sister. Or I could have bought it for myself and then say, hey, you have to pay me rent for it. I didn't do any one of those things. I was like, hey, let's go get this together. And I was advised by other family members, don't do it. But I'm like, this is my brother. That's who I'm going to ride with. Shit may happen.
Yeah.
We may fall out. We may have differences of opinions. But at the end of the day, that's my family.
Right.
And no, we have this building, and it hasn't been You know,
No problems as of
Yeah.
yet. Yeah.
No,
Right.
I mean, we've had instances
Yeah.
where, you know, it hasn't been like,
Disagreements.
yeah,
You must have that.
those
It has
things
to
come
happen.
up. So I
That's
think we need
mandatory.
to bury that stereotype of we can't do it and start doing it. Don't expect it to be something where we can say, hey, you know what, let's buy this building and everything is gonna, stuff
I
is gonna
stepped
come
out.
up.
I stepped out for a moment, so I'm not sure exactly what I missed. But I do have a question. Like, is there any kind of advice that you would give to someone? Like, is it necessary for a bank
Yeah,
for you to have an account with a bank?
no,
No.
it's not necessary to have. When you say have an account with a bank, like if you purchasing something from them or just have a bank account in general.
In general,
Nah, you need a bank account. Yeah, you
Definitely need a
account.
bank account.
You
No,
100.
based on credit, yeah, you need a bank.
Well,
this is what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
you don't need.
what if I'm a person where I just have a safe
Based
in
on
my
credit,
basement?
But me, I don't.
This
If
is.
I have
this
a
is-
safe in my basement and I put in my
this
cash
is-
in my basement.
All right, so. Excuse me. That's one of the stupidest things you could do.
Keeping it real. Keeping it 100. Yeah.
That's one of the- that's
And
the-
why is that? Why would you say that is something
Your
that
money
someone-
is insured up to 250,000. Why take the risk?
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody run through your crib. They run out with your safe. You forgot to lock it back. Water gets into your cash.
But
Why go through the drama?
Yeah.
I'm a beg to differ based on you saying you have to have a bank account because remember,
Yeah.
value doesn't always have to mean money.
No, value doesn't always have to mean money.
So it could come in different forms.
Right.
Like the best value I always tell people is gold.
Right.
Money ain't worth nothing.
Because it's not backed by gold anymore.
Exactly.
Right. But you know that
I understand
gold
based
could
on-
be worth $1,000
Today.
per ounce, and it could be worth $2 tomorrow.
Exactly.
So everything is.
gold actually
So
doesn't lose value. though.
it's risky.
Huh?
No, gold is
gold. Based
gold
on
actually doesn't
so
Gold
lose
loses value.
Gold loses
Just the other day, an
value.
ounce of
Yes.
gold was
Yes,
1,700. Right now, you can get it. It's
Yeah,
899
yeah,
right now.
I go and
It
get a
loses
big- I
value.
go and get a big link then.
Yeah.
No, gold does lose value. Any one of those things is based on the human faith in the system to keep it running. So just like the stock market is not
Supply
a
and
reflection of the
demand.
economy right now. It's just people's belief that 2 months or 3 months from now things are going to get better. Look how much unemployment we have. Amazon just hit $2 trillion in it was Amazon or Apple, one of them.
Amazon.
hit $2 trillion in market cap. That's what people think that business is worth.
Right, because I see Tasha mention something very important,
Yeah.
right? Because I deal with finances and stuff.
Right.
So based on, a lot of us believe that, I want to save money, the best place to put it is in a bank. And that's incorrect. You know that.
Well, so when you say put it in a bank, you mean put it in a savings account? Because
No, we talking about, like they say
No,
you
no,
put
no,
it in
no.
a saving
Because-
account.
Investment account, saving account, those are two different accounts.
exactly. So when somebody says put money in a bank, you could put money in a bank in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So are we talking savings
Okay,
account?
let's talk about a savings account,
Right.
for
So
example,
that's
in a
absolutely
bank.
one of the worst vehicles to put your money
Exactly,
in.
Yes.
because it takes like 72 years for a dollar to turn $2, based on the law of 72. You know that, right?
Right. So right now,
Wow.
your interest rates
You don't know
are less than 1%.
But most of these bank accounts, they tell you when you're signing up for the bank account, they tell you this bank account, this certain type of bank account yields interest every so and so. They tell you the interest rate that is yields, and they also tell you that this bank account does not produce interest. So you as you are the person, you got to be informed. This is where it's coming from.
In banking, there's checking and there's savings. 90% of your banks wouldn't give you a interest on a checking account because
At all,
checking account is
Right.
called an on-demand account, meaning you can just walk in and take your money out today.
Everything.
So usually you don't see interest rate on a checking account. Savings account is typically where you keep the money, and there are certain laws that governs how a bank can treat the money you have in your savings account. How much of it they can lend out. There is what you call the capital ratio. Like during the crash of 2008, a lot of banks was undercapitalized, meaning that once the money that you put in a bank don't physically keep all that money. Some of that money they lend out,
They
and
lend
then
all
they
that
charge
money.
interest, and that's how they make money. So there's a certain level that most banks need to keep a certain amount of the capital that they have as liquid cash. I think it was a 30% at one time, and then when 2008 came, they forced some of the banks to overcapitalized because they're like, if something like this happens again,
A liability, man.
well, the Republicans are tearing that back down now, piece by piece.
Yeah.
So that's not even in place anymore.
All right, before you move over, I'm going to just say this. For everybody who's listening, the best place for you to invest your money is in a Roth IRA.
I
that's
don't
all
know.
that-
I don't know. I have a Roth IRA right
no,
now, and
no,
it's
but-
not yielding anything for
No,
me
but okay.
as opposed to the
Right.
regular traditional
Right.
401k.
This is
I
the
do.
question, though.
But you
At
have to
what
invest your
percent?
Roth IRA for yourself.
At what percent, though?
Right.
That's the question. That's the most important because
yeah.
this is before you got to know this before you get into that.
Yeah.
Because
So you know the difference between a regular IRA and a Roth IRA, right? You know what the difference is?
you go ahead and explain, man.
So the Roth is the money you put into that after tax.
That's it.
Right. That's the only difference. The IRA is the money you put pre-tax. So if you getting $100 and you say I want to put $10 in my IRA, $10 goes to your IRA, then the feds come and charge you on the the $90 that's left. So that's a pre-tax account. If you happen to pull your money out of an IRA before you hit that, I think it's what, 69 and a half, 59
I
and a
think-
half.
yeah, I
They
think
start
it is,
charging you, right? So
Yeah,
you'll pay a
59.
penalty.
Pay a penalty, yes.
Right? With the Roth IRA is a little bit different. You put your money, like, so let's say you get $100, the government comes and taxes you. Whatever money you have left, you put it in the IRA. So that's the Roth IRA. But there is differences on how you can pull the money out too. And that's really diving down in the weeds.
To ask you guys, is there some place that the listeners, the viewers right now, that they can check out a website, maybe somewhere online, where they can actually get more information on banking?
Because as I say, I personally do it, but
Yeah.
I like to point people at Tasha, especially
Yeah.
anybody on the live. Tasha Barrow, that's what Tasha does. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She got me into this stuff here, you know. That's
Right.
why I could at least wear 2 gold chains today, you know. I ain't got to pour nothing, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Tasha does, you know, get people hooked up with that because, as I said, I used to save my money in the bank.
Right.
I used to have all my money and say, but I ain't really seeing nothing going on, you know.
But with a Roth IRA, your money is being held by a bank.
No. You have to catch what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Based on the percentage now.
A Roth IRA, your
I
money
understand.
is being held by some financial institution.
Yes, but you have to
Somebody
watch
has
the
hold
return on it. We're looking at the percentage. We're talking about.
Right.
I understand what you're saying, though.
Right.
Everything is in a bank. You put it in your pocket. That's a bank. It is a bank. Anywhere you put money, it's a bank. But what I'm saying is, the percentage that I got, which was 12%.
Returns on a Roth? You got 12% on a Roth?
You need to talk to Tasha, big man.
I need to talk to Tasha.
Tasha running scheme over there.
Run that. You need to
Let me
talk to
find out
Tasha.
if the feds going to uncover Tasha there.
So,
now.
hold up.
We all need to talk to Tasha.
Hold up.
We can put Tasha on the phone.
Yeah.
We can put Tasha on the phone. Tasha, call up the number right now, 347-309-5254.
Let me put it up on the screen.
Yeah,
Give me a second. I forgot that.
347-309-5254. Because we're speaking with somebody here who has been in the banking. Since I met this guy, he's been banking. You know? I know he tried to convert us to get some knowledge. And we were young back then, but we didn't really care what he had to say about, anything, And that was one of the major things. But I know as far as this guy has some knowledge.
Tasha wrote.
As I was saying,
She said not a Roth, it's an IRA.
Right.
So Kareem is absolutely right.
look,
But
I'm
with
just
an,
here.
with an
I'm just
IRA
here.
though,
I'm learning.
even
No, I'm
with an-
learning. Yeah,
even
these
with
are-
an- even with an IRA, you have to park the money somewhere.
Right.
An IRA is just, you know what an IRA means? Individual retirement account.
That's it.
The most money you can put in an IRA per year is, I think they raised it now to $6,500.
Right.
And there is like, you could put an extra $1,000 if you started it late. There's like a catch-up phrase in there for like, let's say you start your IRA at 40 versus 25.
Yeah.
Then they allow you to.
Catch
now,
up.
with IRAs, you could write, when you go to do your tax, you say, hey, this is how much money I put in my IRA for the year. And then they give you the write-off. So that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's a pre-tax.
See, I didn't even know.
So you say, hey, Mr. Tax Guy, I put XYZ in my IRA this year. And you say, okay, bam, bam. They do that. They write that off from your tax bill. So that's where the pre-tax part of it coming.
Yeah.
But even with the individual retirement account, that individual retirement account has a vehicle inside of it that has to do the work to earn you the money. So some people, it might be an investment account inside your IRA. It might be an ordinary savings account. It might be a money market. So the IRA in itself is not what's earning you the money.
It's a vehicle in there.
It has to have a vehicle inside the IRA that's
that's
transacting the money and making it work for you. So you don't just throw your money in an IRA and you say, okay, 5%, 6%. It doesn't work that way. When the money goes inside the IRA, somebody has to go in now and make the IRA work for you. So you could have an IRA money market account. You could have an IRA investment account.
Right.
There has to be a vehicle
Because
inside
with
the
mine
IRA.
right now, I personally have to get a broker for myself to invest my money for me
Right.
because it's not.
Right.
It's just gonna sit there if
It's
I
just
put
gonna
it,
sit
you know.
there and do that.
Yeah, so I have a broker that we work with that does it, you know.
So the good thing about the IRA is like if you're diligent and you save the money right, it'll build. It'll build. It'll also give you a nice little discount on your tax bill at the end of the year. The problem is for a lot of lower income people who has 5,000 or 6,000 of their money to give up every year. You know, I don't know a lot of people that has the luxury of just parking $6,000 in
see
an
what you're
IRA.
saying.
You understand? So a lot of people will start IRAs because they see the value in it, but at the end of the year they'll take it out anyway and then get hit with that penalty. And working in banking, I used to see it a lot. When hard times come, people usually tap their IRA first.
Well, this is a conversation that I think we have to
So,
carry on for the rest of the
Let me
show.
do a shameless plug. I do something on the morning show that we have on Monday mornings called Money Matters.
Okay.
So I actually do that where we speak about different things that's affecting our community. And I think all it is that a lot of times we don't know and we are afraid to say we don't know. And sometimes it's not hard. It's really not hard. And I think we need to stop saying what's wrong with us and start trying to find solutions.
That is
Right.
definitely what I want to talk to you
And
after.
to figure out how we move together as a community,
Yeah, man,
especially
start it.
for the West Indian community. And that's part of like what GMGT is gonna
You
be
guys
doing.
share the live. We're gonna have more with Kareem when we come right back. Hooligan is here.
We can give out that
DJX
number
rated
also.
Rondell Trouble in the morning. 347-309-5254. You can send us a WhatsApp. If you have anything pertinent to add to this, you can send us a WhatsApp at 347-309-5254. We're gonna talk to Kareem a little bit more when we come in.
You guys remember this song from last week?
DJX
was
rated
flawless.
Rondell and Scully. We are Trouble in the morning. Good morning, guys.
Well, if this is the only kind of music that I ever sing to get through the music industry, let me tell you ladies, I's a madman. Okay. Rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky. I'm bathing in the bathroom, rubbing on my skin with blue soap, trying to get the blight away, go away. I want the blight go away. I'm bathing in the bathroom, rubbing on my skin with blue soap, trying to get the blight away, go away. I want the blight go away. Rubber ducky. Well, if this is the only kind of music that I ever sing to get through the music industry, let me tell you
This is craziness, boy.
man. Okay. Rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky. I'm bathing in the bathroom, rubbing on my skin with blue soap, trying to get the blight away, go away. I want the blight go away. I'm bathing in the bathroom, rubbing on my skin with blue soap, trying to get the blight away, go away. I want the blight go away. Rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky, rubber ducky.
DJX rated Rondell and Scully. We are Trouble in the morning. Good morning to you guys. Scully is at a breakfast party. Yellow. Good morning, Yellow. Tasha said, I would love to help everyone get set up with financial insurance, risk-free investment saving plan. GoFundMe is not a brilliant burial plan. I agree. With us, protect our families and create generational wealth. Now, before we got to the break, we was talking about IRAs and Roths, and this is a conversation that needs to be open. And here I am thinking now we gotta formulate a show with Kareem on a Tuesday, because he's saying now he doesn't have much programming on a Tuesday. So I think that's financial literacy with Kareem. I know you did. I know on Monday mornings you do have
the Money Matters.
a Money Matters segment. All right, you guys can check that out on GMGT.LIVE. Also, we are on we are streaming HD audio on GMGT.LIVE actually.
Yep.
There's also another platform that you have.
Mixcloud.
Mixcloud as well. YouTube. All right, we are all across the platform at GMGT. All right. .live. Now, Kareem, before the break, I wanted to ask you a question, but I didn't want to stop the knowledge that you was pushing forward. I wanted to ask you, how can four friends come together,
right,
based on the knowledge you have? How can four friends come together,
right,
and purchase, whether it be an investment property or a property to live in,
right,
minus the egos? What are some of the steps that we would have to take pretty much to accomplish this goal?
So I'm just gonna assume that everybody, you have a plan.
Right.
Get an LLC or corporation.
Okay.
Right? So it's an investment property. Get an LLC or corporation. That will have all the bylaws of what's every member or every shareholder's responsibilities are, so that it's written in paper and pen, and it can be upheld in a court of law. Because as much as you think, hey, that's my dog for the last 25 years, shit happens.
Yes.
Real fast.
So the first thing you should do is get it on paper.
Yeah.
Never be afraid to involve the law. Yeah. So, hey, we want to buy this home. We know we have to put $500 down. Do the LLC right away. I have a lot of people that I'm advising, like friends now, who's like a lot of people, especially during COVID now, have to fall back on their own resources to kind of figure it out. A lot of home cooks, a lot of people doing crafts, t-shirts, whatever it is. And we usually talk a lot. And every time I bring up that part of incorporating, everybody seems to be...
You get scared.
Right. And that's nothing to be scared of. The most expensive business structure to have right now is an LLC, and that's because of you have to do something called publishing, where you have to put the name of the business in a newspaper for like 2 or 3 weeks. It's an archaic rule, and I think it was back in the day when there was no internet. But there shouldn't be no reason why that should still be on the books, but it is. And you have to spend somewhere between $500 to $700, right?
To make it happen, yeah.
Yeah, you have to put a ad in a local newspaper saying my business XYZ is functioning. But that still happens. Other than that, the cost of a sold property is around $200. The cost of a corporation is around $3 to $4.
So because I have like I think I have 3 sole proprietorship right now, as far as businesses that I opened.
Right.
I have my entertainment business. As far as all the little parties I keep is ran under sole proprietor, which is very dangerous, I think.
Right.
Because
so
we
no
sue
protection.
individually.
Right.
Yeah, there's
So
no
you don't have
protection.
You don't have that separation of person and business.
Yes.
with
Now,
LLC.
about, let's say, for instance, LegalZoom. Would you advise someone to go that direction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know, my first business was done through LegalZoom. GMGT, Good Music, Good Times LLC, is still in
Under
operation.
Wow.
It went through LegalZoom.
LegalZoom. Okay.
Because at that point, I had some knowledge, but I wasn't comfortable enough to do it myself. And that's the thing. Admit what you don't know, educate yourself, and if you can't do it yourself, let the professionals do it. People are too, like you said, the ego. Like, I don't want them to know I don't know that. If you don't know, you don't know.
Exactly.
Ask questions. Seek out people who are professional in the field. I've spent hours and hours inside a mortgage banker's office. I've spent hours and hours inside of an advisor's office asking questions. Hey, if I do that with my 401k, What are the chances of that blowing up in my face? How should I diversify? Ask the questions. Ask the questions. If you see something, you don't understand it, ask. Too much of us sometimes try to come across like know-it-alls. You know? I'm never afraid to say I don't know. And even here sometimes, there are things that I want to accomplish and I don't know how to do it. But that's not going to stop me from going out there and figuring it out. So if you and 3 friends want to come, make sure it's on paper. Hey, we want to buy a business.
Yep.
Go in, register that corporation. If nothing pans out, what is the worst that can happen? You spend $300 on something that could have made you $300,000. That's 0.01%.
We put up money and buy liquor all the time and lose that money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
we
You see
gotta
how
get-
easy it is for us to buy liquor?
Let's get another round of applause for Kareem again,
Yes,
passing through on
boy.
the show with some wonderful advice.
Yeah, Money Matters is something we're going to expand and we're going to keep doing because I think there is a need for it. And, you know, we just need to, you know, admit sometimes we don't know what we don't know and then
The
seek it
hooligan
out.
does not know.
Yeah.
Real talk in real time. Yo, bless up to Kareem. Yo, that was some knowledge, boy. Onika said I did that like 2 months ago, but I still need some advice. I will definitely hit you up. All right. Each and every Monday morning, from what time?
So usually we start the segment from around 7:30.
7:30 on
Money
a Monday
Matters.
morning. Money Matters right here on GMGT. To everyone, thank you very much. They're saying thank you very much, Kareem. That a lot of people didn't know some of the things that you did or you said there.
Yeah.
I personally was taught something. So we know now that when we're gonna purchase this building, we gotta start an LLC.
Yeah.
We didn't know that before because we was just
Correct.
we was just gonna pool our money. We have a friend who has really good credit, and we was just gonna pool all our money together and give him the house to buy.
So
But
here-
then he could have ran away with our house. You see what I'm saying?
But here's the thing too. Formulate the plan.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we know we want to buy the house in 3 years. Okay, my credit is not that good right now. Work towards building it.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have a plan. If you don't
Long
have a
term
plan,
and short
like,
term.
like just
Yeah.
saying something is not gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
That's a wish. Saying something is a wish.
Yeah.
Make the
More
plan.
about actions.
And
Plan on
Yeah,
step by
yeah.
step.
yeah, sometimes I have 100 different plans and things don't work out, never work out exactly how I plan. But guess what? It's a guide. You know what? I should jump when A turns red, but maybe A turns orange. You know?
Yeah.
Shit happens, but you have a plan that something is guiding you along. Because just saying, hey, I want to buy a building, let's put up money is not gonna happen.
For
It's not
real,
gonna
for
happen.
real, for real.
And you know, just plan it. I'm down for things like that. You can see what Sugars, you know my track record
Yeah.
in terms of, you know, entrepreneurship and ownership and trying to make a difference among our people, and you know, this is really my passion.
And that's it, lack of knowledge that we don't have. And
I used to be there, like I told you. Within 2 years of started banking, I was ready to buy my house.
yeah,
Right? And I was in a job. And fun fact, the job I left to go into banking, I was actually making more money.
Wow.
yeah,
But I didn't know I couldn't buy a property because I didn't know what I didn't know. I
Yes.
just
Right.
assumed that,
So you learned,
you
you
know
gain-
what,
you gain
I don't
knowledge.
have $200,000 lying in a bank to go and purchase a house. So I just didn't know. And I actually took a pay cut to go into banking because I knew the potential down the line I was able to make money. Eventually I
Yeah.
got to that point. But just within 2 years of leaving, I used to work in a shoe store. I used to be a store manager in retail.
yeah,
And I was like, I'm done.
yeah.
So if you don't know what you don't know, you're not gonna get it. You just have to seek it out, and you know the knowledge is the key. And we
And it's
yeah.
not so much about asking the questions. It's more so much about asking the right questions. And what are the right questions?
So
Your research.
You don't really gotta buy a question.
right.
That's
So
all.
that's what I was about. It's not even about. It's asking the right people questions.
Exactly.
And they're
There
the
you go.
ones that are gonna lead you where.
Round of
Right.
applause.
So it's not about asking the right questions, because if you don't know, you may not know what to ask. But once you start the conversation with somebody who is knowledgeable, they will say, well, you know what, maybe you don't say it that way, this is the way you do it. And through repetition, then you will get better at, okay, so I learned this that time. when I ask the next time around, this is what I want to. So it's not about asking the right questions. You just need to find the right people, and that's it.
And so, guys, every Monday morning from 7:30 a.m. right here on the GMGT network, you can catch Kareem with his Money Matters financial segment. You can hit him up for anything that you possibly might need to ask, and we do need this in our community. We definitely need this. DJ X-Rated, Rondell Scully, we are Trouble in the Morning. When we come back after the break, we have one of the most interesting Burst or Not segments.
Yeah, so we're going to do Burst or Not, or we're going to squeeze some hooligan songs first? Which one should we do?
I think you should put hooligan songs in the Burst or Not. I know you're scared, but
no, I think that with the talent that we have here, we had to let some of these tunes release back to back.
All right, so let's jump right into a hooligan mini mix right here on GMGT's Trouble in the Morning.
Take us to work, take us home or go, take us wherever you go. Good music, good times.
We inside a hooligan mini mix right now. Hooligan is in the building.
Monday night, me and the wifey sit down and watch TV. The next girl a text me, I say, God, she feel freaky. Me tell my wife, me a come back. Me a figure a bathroom fi pee-pee. Side girl call me on the FaceTime, and I know she start tease me. When she pop off the top and she show me the nipple, she turn it back way and give me little wiggle. Panty get wet when the thing start drizzle. That girl get too wetter than wet. Oh God, that girl get me honey. Not even notice wifey call me. Then me a as the door knock man, the phone call drop me say Jesus Christ, oh God Almighty.
It's who you talking to there?
Scam likely. Yeah,
He said, we're talking today. Scam likely. We inside a hooligan mini mix right now. DJ X-Rated, Rondell and Scully, we are Trouble in the Morning.
I thought I told you not to call me so late. Monday night, me and the wifey sit down and watch TV. The next girl a text me, I say, God, she feel freaky. Me tell my wife, me a come back. Me a figure a bathroom fi pee-pee. The side girl call me on the FaceTime, and I know she start tease me. When she pop off the top and she show me the nipple, she turn it back way and give me little wiggle. Panty get wet when the thing start drizzle. That girl a get too wetter than wet. Oh God, that girl a get me honey. Not even notice wifey call me. Then me a as the door knock man, the phone call drop me say Jesus Christ, oh God Almighty.
It's who you talking to there?
Scam likely. Yeah, nobody come fight me.
You guys make sure share the live, share the live. We get into Burst or Not segment next. Caribbean cut us to the end. We inside a mini hooligan mini mix right now.
Make it ring, make it ring. Don't touch the phone, make it ring, make it ring. If a voice mail after the beep. Do not kill a brother in the street, me. You know, say you talk.
Yeah, there's the one that went off on the Burst or Not segment, right? Hooligan is live in the building with us.
Young girl selling she body for money. She know another dish, she know another mommy. Plus she have a baby waiting at the tummy. In the easy survival. That is the game. Gunman push a man lock in the lane. Selling the poison where what's in the brain. Father done dead, mama tucking the pain. Come to the world, go touching the vein. They man they wet up, they stuck in the rain. Knife, 3-line people you call friend. Mind your neck, them cutting the same. This a be the youth we bust the nines. Get up every day and I touch the grind. Don't you see we killing each other? If you don't see that, well you must be blind. Me just a talk to you sincere. Me good talk cause I've been there.
You guys continue to share our live.
Just to get a gold chain and it's pain.
So hooligan mini mix.
She's undone again, like that is all she know. Why we killing each other? For the almighty dollar, oh no. I fool them. Pretty little girl girl we inna the convent. Granny give she everything but she no content. She want figure the bally the day and the first she never walk out the inner she life earn a one. Then she said she want get as a like goes. Expensive clothes, provocative till she fuck up on a real gun man. Head banger anytime she come out of the closest blouse. And when you see she black eye the tea look chippy. Hot girl summer but I wanna look iffy. What a pity, what a pity, what a pity, oh. Time to get a better life, get a ring pan your hand, no put no ring pan your eye. And no make nobody cause me show you your grandma, mama ballin'. Mama ballin' pain. She granddaughter gone again, like that is all she know. I know you can do better. Girl, that's my girl, you're clever. Oh no. So come let we.
Yo, Hooligan, what about this one right here? This one featuring Springs. What about this one? Tell me something about this one real quick before I play.
Alright, cool. That one here is a classic. This one here is a classic. Africa, this is for the melanated woman. Yeah, classic.
I like how you described her as a melanated woman. That's it. That's the perfect way to describe it. This is Hooligans and Springs. We're inside the Hooligans mini mix right now on GMGT Live.
You from a distance and I like what I see. I had my eyes on you for a long, long time, girl. It's something to me.
Where you from?
I like that one.
Where you go? Who teach you to wine like that? Oh, God, where you shake your bungalow? Girl, I want to know. She tell me she come from Africa. Africa. Come from. Born and raised, she from Africa. Africa. You could have tell her she come from Africa. Africa. African ladies, would you be my sunshine? African ladies, yeah. Me gonna tell her she come from Africa. Africa. Come from.
Bad.
She from Africa. Me gonna tell her she come from Africa.
Hold on.
Hooligan is in the building on GMGT's Trouble in the Morning. We are live.
Yeah.
I gotta take you back, right? I gotta take you back real quick before I play this one right here.
Only flames in the chat room.
I want to take you back to 2017, August 31st.
Wow.
2017.
What is that? Independence Day?
Do you remember where you was at on August 31st, 2017? You remember where you was at?
I was in the USA.
Today's August 30th, by the way, 2020.
Yeah.
So the USA.
Refreshing.
USA.
Soca.
Oh, wow.
USA. Soca Mona.
I understand.
Hooligan was there. Let me mention the names real fast. I'm going to run it down real quick. It had artists like Akil J, Blaggy Moore, Cali Biggs, General D, Mishak, Moto, Mr. Fanatic, Mr. Pearly, The Postman, Shatter Dread Springs, Tasha, Trinity, Twilly,
yeah.
Surret Bon Bon.
Wait, you said Moto was in there? I didn't know Moto was there.
Moto was, yeah.
And he had
Wow.
the biggest, and I think he had the biggest song for the year, right?
Yeah.
And he's still in the win. Okay, we got
2017.
Take us to work. Take us home go. Take us wherever you go. Good
This one right here.
Take us.
Let's.
Wait, hold on. He was the winner of it?
Yeah.
You won it.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the USA Soca Mona.
Yes, sir.
And did they ever keep a follow-up after that? No?
No, they couldn't find any competition for me. So,
Oh, wow.
This is Martin, GMGT. Good music, good times.
It could have rain outside, snow could have fall outside, man me gone outside. From me young, me mother tell me why nothing is free. If you're not willing to work, stop talking to me. Well, I go to school and I study couple degrees. Now I know the plumbing would work and the carpentry. I could lay the pipe, hammer down your walls, get you plenty plank. But wait, that's the job description. They calling me immigrant. I come here to walk. Immigrant, I come here to walk.
Take us to work, take us home or go, take us wherever you go. Good music, good times.
Hooligan is in the building. Live on GMGT's Trouble in the Morning.
No time. Man, me got no time. From me young, my mother tell me, boy, nothing ain't free. If you're not willing to work, stop talking to me. Well, I go to school and I study couple degrees. Now I know the plumbing would work and the carpentry. I could lay the pipe, hammer down your walls, give you plenty plank. But wait, that's the job description. They calling me immigrant. I come here to walk. Immigrant, I come here to walk. It could have rain, it could have snow. From you call me, I'm not saying no. Just tell me the location and you can bet your money on. When I bust up in the room inside the wet set, she telling me that she come out here just to get wet. Yeah. This whole night she breathing down in my neck. If it's that you want, it's that you go get. I whip out the hose.
What?
I wet up the place.
What?
If you see she face, that's the job description. They calling me immigrant.
Take us to work, take us home or go, take us wherever you go. Good music, good times.
Look, Khaled is saying I underestimated Hooligan.
Who Khaled be?
No, my boy Khaled
no.
Prezi. No.
Oh, President, someone in the chat room.
Oh, sorry.
X-rated.
Big up my boy Khaled Biggs one time.
Watch out, X-rated.
Do you hear that big up there? That big up was a little bacchanal, you know?
Yeah.
Them was going head to head.
Wow.
Cali B was the runner-up that year.
Yeah.
It was, listen.
But Hooligan could
It
sing.
was heated.
It's just not, he could sing.
Yeah. You hear that voice?
The man could sing.
This fella has a problem. I telling people that, you know.
No, I is a very transparent, honest person, and I just never lie. When it comes to these things like the radio and thing, I tell X-Rated this morning, I say, boy, you really feeling Hooligan music, but he said, what you think about it? I said, I don't really feel the man music, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Right?
he tell me
I
that.
say, I like one song that he sang, but I don't really, I just hear him posting different things, but I ain't really feeling the tunes. But the energy that I get in right now,
And it's the lyrics.
yo!
It's a bit them lyrics.
Now I had to reevaluate, boy. I had to go and listen to your catalog now.
Don't even do that. Because because as I say, I have different modes to myself.
Yeah.
You understand?
We have a
always
new
say,
one to drop today too. That's the new video.
Based on when you see I do music now, I have multiple voices I could play with, right?
Yeah.
So the hooligan voice, as a hooligan, is more like a miserable person. Hence why I come up with that voice there. Hooligan.
Yeah.
That kind of vibes
I
there.
did down drop, eh?
Yeah. So, it's just to emulate or simulate somebody of a child figure.
Okay,
you know what
okay.
I'm saying? So that's why that voice come out. Before I used to sing in a more heavier tone. The voice was more heavy.
Yeah.
Everybody used to class it with like how Cartel is sing. You know?
That's what they saying in the chat room that you song like Cartel.
No.
You understand?
Yeah,
you have a Cartel vibe there, and I don't think
wanna
that's a
be that
bad
guy.
thing, brother. I don't think that's a
I don't
bad
wanna
thing.
be that guy.
He's a very versatile artist, but it does have a little similarity to Hooligan.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Yeah.
And I can explain why. Because as I say, I do so much genres of music. And in every genre, I look at the top artists.
Yeah.
When I started doing, I was doing dancehall since high school, but when I started doing dancehall on a serious level, that's when Cartel was really now starting to jump up, you know?
Now, let me ask you this. Earlier on, I saw an interview with you where the interview headlines were Hooligan
Calls out the industry.
Calls out the industry. Pretty much, and this is going to be a question that's going to sting Hooligan. I just tell you straight up.
Yeah.
How long have you been singing music?
I've been singing music professionally, I would say, since... That's a good question. But
The next question that I want to ask you is, have you ever had a hit?
Well, actually had
a hit. When I say a hit,
a hit
played all across mainstream radio in Trinidad, all of that. Have you ever had one of those bookings out the ass?
I had a hit
Yeah.
with an artist called Patwa.
Okay.
I end up on World Star. All the good stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't I wasn't
So-
comfortable with it.
Right now, calling
Right.
out the music industry,
Mm-hmm.
hooligan. And when you call out the music industry,
You have to have to.
you calling out big names, cool, and Dubois, these
That's
fellas
right.
who
Yeah.
have multiple hits.
That's right.
Would you think that an interview like that would hurt your career or build
No.
your career?
I'm gonna explain something, right? Based on what I'm doing now, I speak on the behalf of a lot of artists who are based in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Because you know the soca mafia dictates stuff from Trinidad. I live in America. I was born in America. I was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is my house.
Yeah.
You understand? And a lot of artists, a lot of them who well known, a lot of them who are unknown.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they are no-name artists. A lot of unknown artists come to me. And they be like, yo, I respect what you're doing, and I rate you as this and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I just want to prove myself to you, or whatever the case may be. You understand? But when I had dropped Who That, like for example, the amount of artists who surrounding these same artists,
Yeah.
they afraid to talk because they're gonna get blackballed. Remember when Turner, like for example, when
Yeah.
Turner didn't get put on Marshall, and then Turner took it to Facebook and started crying, yo, just because I ain't find a hit this year, I had children to feed and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You
Right.
understand?
Yeah.
Don't try to you. As I saying, if you're in as my boy Bliggy Moore say, if you're in a room and you can't be used, you're useless.
Yeah.
But don't get mixed up with being used and misused. Because this is what I was trying to warn Mr. Moto. You're only beneficial. I mean, you're only official because you're beneficial.
Yeah.
It happened to a lot of people. Like even before all of this, I used to jump on Precision Instrumentals when they put it out.
Yeah.
And used to tell me, sir, take that down. I a young artist trying to come up. Just me and selling all your music, I just trying to prove that I could hang.
Yeah.
And they used to tell me, slap down. Now all of a sudden, my name start buzzing. The same people and them hitting me up. Yo, we already go. No, goodbye.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
So would you think rather than using a reactive approach to take the proactive route as say, you know what? All right, now you're only interested in me. Let me jump on the rhythm and really show you that I could dominate the rhythm. Do you think that's a better move to make?
No, I rather work with people who are
value your
discovered.
talent.
Not even about that, you know, because I know users. You have a lot of bandwagonists in the business. You understand what I'm saying? Before my name even saying anything in New York, this fella you know about me, I say, yo, you're bad. He tell me straight up. A lot of people afraid to come out and say, yo, you're bad.
Yeah.
They want
you have
the
to
world
be
to
real.
say it first. Like Chinese from 999. I rate Chinese play my music from since I can remember.
Right.
People like Dookie Dread, way out in UK.
Yeah.
This guy never met me a day in his life. And anything I send him.
He support the music.
You understand? So I pay attention to who tells me no when I don't hear.
Yeah.
Don't tell, oh yeah, but I hear that tune, you know. A certain DJ hit me up, a very big DJ
Call
too.
him now, man.
Nah,
Trouble
I
in
ain't
the
gonna do that.
morning.
Me ain't going to start that now. Because I want him to play the tune now. I want him to play the tune. You understand? A certain DJ hit me up, yo. Yeah, send me that tune. I said, check your email.
It's already there. No,
But I understand.
let me ask you
Go
one
ahead.
question before we go forward because
Yeah.
I know watching the time here and we are pressed for time. You have a brand new song to drop today.
That's right.
Tell us about it.
All right, the name of this song is Don't Judge Me. You know, I get to youth. They look at us as one thing. We only doing a set of crime, this, that, blah, blah. But circumstances make us who we are. So we bet put in a position to do A, B, and C to feel with significant others or whatever the case may be.
Would you
So
class this genre as
this is dance calypso.
That's all.
Nah, I tell you, I don't follow. From my young, I don't follow, you know.
The man said that's all. So this is Hooligan with his brand new
Okay.
track is entitled
Don't judge me.
Don't Judge Me?
Let's take it in right here.
Chief, me a hustle for me own gun, and me not thief. As you get a little bread, everybody want peace. Can depend pan pasta, me not call priest. Draw out too, which artist? Me don't get the rice, no the pot war peace. They say we got blessed, all know we can't sneeze. Me fed up at the dry creeks and the sardines. A couple gold chain, all type of brand. Now everybody pan the ends as a ties are done. Them a go 8
badness they push like I want. See if you ask anybody about too little, me a the baddest fit. You can't prove me wrong. No, we not chat to a youth man. And what did you say? Tell him fi stop in a school, get the bachelors. He look at me and say, yo, me can't do that. He said he mother work 3 job and still can't see she wait up in a killers. Now we must sell the weed. Last week he been a sell jabuka. He woulda do anything fi help out him woman. Fed up fi go at the neighbor yard and a beg sugar. Who feels it knows it and me say he fed up at it. Time for live come face. So when you look at me, don't judge me. Look at me, don't judge me. Every day man hungry. Food no come down there. So when you look at me, don't judge me. Look at me, don't judge me. Gun inna the waistline, ready. Gun man a run down. Heavy and a regular. Man a get buried. It's another one day. Instead of give me food, they give me cocaine. As you blink is a bag of anywhere you roll in. 4 dead a tongue, 10 dead a cocaine. Every day another crime scene. Because we living in a world where the winner takes half. Happy when them know your name but do not make your name card. Yesterday you been a put up cement and brick. Now them a put your face on the same wall. Me can't make you kill me, me just a try fi survive. The youth them a dead young, old is a 35. Now me fi do what me do just fi make the money right. Circumstances make long time me a tell you this a way. Time for live come face. So when you look at me, don't judge me. Look at me, don't judge me.
Man,
Yeah.
you know one thing I have to tell you about the music? Very lyrical. You can relate to the music from start to finish. Now the question I have to ask you quick before we jump into the bus or not is this. How do you go about it? Is it pen and paper strictly or you get the
I don't
the
write.
freestyle? Is a freestyle first?
Like as I say, I catch the vibes. Every rhythm talks to me different, and it could talk to me in multiple ways, you know, because I write for artists. That's the only based
We
on
can't
that.
get away from the fact that the whole chat room is still saying cartel. What they say.
That's okay because remember Carter, it was the boss of his genre basically, you know what I'm saying? But
boy. Now tell us really quickly, are you on Vivo or in YouTube?
I'm on the YouTube.
Alright.
I go by the name D.I. Hooligan. So 2 words. D.I. instead of the is D.I.HOOLIGAN.
Go check out Hooligan's music right now. Hooligan is gonna hang out with us right now for Burst on that segment.
Let him give it to me a little live now, man. Let me get a little piece. I know the time kind of short, but
All right. We have 7 minutes. We can do Burst on that and cut us in the same time. Give us a live
As you get a little bird, everybody want peace. Can depend pan pasta, me not call priest. Try out to which artist me don't get the rice, no the pot want peace. They say we God bless all, no me gas sneeze. Me fed up at the dry creeks and the sardines. Couple gold chain, all type of brand. Now everybody pan the ends, I say dies are done. Them a go hate you when you a get it on me. So a badness they push like I want. If you ask anybody about hooligan, me got the body fit to it, you can't prove me wrong. No, we not chat to a youth man. And what did you say? He tell him fit up in a school, get the bachelors. He look at me and say, yo, me can't do that. He said he mother work 3 job and still can't see she with a bin a killers. And they are sell the weed. Last week he been a sales a week.
Fella, ting boy.
Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. Good music, good times.
Boy. And you scared to put your tune in Burst on that?
No man, it's
Yo,
not
this
about that.
I see in this chat room is only flames.
Nah, I paid them name, I paid them.
So badness get pushed like Iowa hands. Lyrics.
Lyrics, you know.
Hey, let me jump into Burst on that and let me think about how we feel about this tune.
Yeah.
What's the first one you have?
So wait, hold on. Can we
Hooligan.
give them the introduction and things?
But we don't have time for introduction.
Okay.
Just squeeze tune, boy. Yeah,
Squeeze
because we're going to do like 2 minutes. We have 3 minutes for Burst on that and then we do 2 minutes for the cutters because somebody had to get a cutters today.
We have to give at least one person a
One
cutters.
person a
All
cutters.
right, so starting off the Burst on that segment, you guys know how it goes. If you like this song, you're gonna hear that effect. If you don't like it, you're gonna hear this one. All right, so we're gonna start off with a tune from Ronnie Homer.
Yes.
Featuring, I believe it's Troublesome.
Yeah.
Troublesome. Okay.
Reaching out to all the big bumper girls.
Big bumper girl, Bacona. Big bumper girl,
It's Ronnie Homer and Troublesome. Big bumper girl, you are you, me
a wine like the shipper with a work for the dollar. Push your bump up on me, baby. Push the bump up on me slowly, girl. The girl a dance bad, but I wanna dance, but if she don't want dance, me I move to another. Push, baby, just come and push, yeah. Baby, you bad and you hot like a fire. Big girl a wine, but you me a trapper. Push, baby, just come and push, yeah. And I gonna make it and I put it under the pajama. She a go like she bad, so me nail her with me hammer. Push, baby, just come and push, aye, aye, aye. In a the party, in a try go and stush. This a no place, space stand up and look. On the floor, we a wine and joke. Make me roll up on your bumper and push. Big bumper girl, you a you, me a fella. She a wine like the shipper, we a work for the dollar. Push your bump up on me, baby. Push the bump up on me slowly, girl. The girl a dance bad, but I wanna dance, but if she don't want dance, me a move to another. Push, come push, push, baby, just come and push, yeah. Baby, you bad and you hot like a fire. Big girl a wine, but you me a drop a push. Baby, just come and push, yeah. Push, push, push.
This is Ronnie Home and Troublesome. Push. It's called Push. Now, alright. How you feel about this one, Hooligan? Bus or not?
Well,
Give it honest.
Nah, I like that tune here. I like the
So
like
bus. Alright. X-rated?
Yeah, boy. I
find
like
it,
it.
you
I
find it.
find out. Yeah. That
Bus.
was
It got bus on me. Now let's go to the chat room. Yolo is saying bus. Tasha is saying bus. Did he say it's good, but the hook is from a Spanish song, you know? Hannaga mune mune ye macarena, yeke buda nana de budarena. Hannaga mune mune ye macarena, hey macarena, bus. All right, Aisha.
That's a nut.
Yeah, that's a nut. Aisha is saying bus. All right, it hook copy, but it can get a bus. All right, so
that one get through.
Yeah, that one get through.
That one get through.
So Ronnie Homer,
you get through.
You make it with that one. Now,
I have a quick interjection.
Yeah.
Why is the fact that the melodies
from something else that they, because it's Caribbean people. If Justin Bieber did it, it would have been okay, or Beyonce did it, would have been okay. It's Caribbean. Come on, you know how that goes already. Khaled say bus.
Yeah, this one.
Push your bump up on me. What's else? What's next in there?
Okay. I have Trinidad Ghost. He's trending once again. You guys tell me how you feel about this one.
Did he say she didn't say not? Oh, yeah, it was a boost, so it's a unanimous decision from everyone.
So
anyway. Everybody got a boost.
Ronnie will get through this week, yes, definitely.
And it's good. And don't forget, guys, if your tune made it through burst or not, it's officially added to our playlist here on Trouble and GMGT's Trouble in the Morning. All right, Sharon saying it's a boost as well. All right, what's next? X-rated.
Ghost, yes.
Not. I already know this song.
Alright, no, this one is called
Two People.
Two People.
Not.
Listen to this one. Listen to this one. Good morning.
Two people.
Good morning.
All I need is two people, and them two will bring two people. The next two will bring two people, and two more will bring more people. All I need is two people, and them two will bring two people.
Take us to work, take us home go, take us wherever you go. Good music, good times.
All I need is two people, and them two will bring two people. The next two will bring two people, and two more will bring more people. All I need is two people, and them two will bring two people. The next two will bring two people, and two more will bring more people. 700 for 5,600, 1,400 for 11,000, 3,400 for 27,000. All our we go get real thousands. All our we go get real hundreds. Bucket looking fat like pumpkin. Nobody can tell me nothing. All I need is two people. All I that one from the top.
Against me. Time is against me. Burst on Natalia.
Not.
We get one from Hooligan. Hooligan say now. How you feel about it?
When he get into the verse lost me.
Exactly.
But I like the two people.
You know what the two people are about?
I know it was it's the same pyramid
pyramid
scheme that's
scheme,
going on
the
here, the
pyramid
Ponzi
thing, yeah.
scam that's going on in America.
Okay.
They just take it to Trinidad and they ask for two people. I see my brethren post some money today that he had two people, so
He gave you two people?
he gave two people.
How you feel about the tune?
Bus.
Yeah, boy.
How you feel about it?
Yeah. I have to go with it because the beat is catchy
Yeah.
and it's what's trending. A little Juve morning tune, yeah, man. Like,
Now going on.
Let me beg for 5 minutes on the next show, please. Could beg for 5 minutes, please. Thank you.
We get
All
5
right.
minutes? All right, good.
Sharon say who sing that? That's Ghost, Trinidad Ghost.
Trinidad goes.
All right. This is about the Susu flower thing, bus. He's singing about the pyramid scheme that's going around, bus. Mama Mousy say bus. Tasha say nada bus. Nah, that's for Vine. What people doing, bus. Carla say bus. Susan say bus. Yeah, boy.
Oh,
No, boy.
Lord.
Adrian said that is not for me, boy.
Oh, Adrian say no?
Nah. Chemist said nah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It might not get
Look,
through.
look, I was
This
saying
might
this
not get
before. I'm gonna
rotation.
say this quick. These are the songs that are going to represent we on an international
Level,
scale.
yeah.
Okay, that's all I have to say.
All right, let's run in quick again, X-rated.
All right, I'll do one more.
Yeah,
Because
and
I
then-
was loaded up. I had a mastermind rhythm. We are not going to do the mastermind rhythm. I don't
But
want
we
to
do
rush
have
that
another
one.
runny homer.
No, we
Okay.
do have the Ronnie Homer, but I have to get this next artist a blind also.
Yeah.
This is BMWA featuring Zola. Remember Zola?
Yeah.
From St. Vincent?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they have a collaboration together, and let's see how the people feel
Well,
about
it's
it.
not from that plane.
When I wake up in the morning,
Next to
boy,
me.
give me something sweet.
Yeah, go get
Boy,
it.
give me plenty sugar, cause I know what I need.
I know what
give
you
me
want.
something so exciting that will make me move my feet. Give me loving for this weather, cause you know what I need. I'm gonna buy a dog.
How rich girl a look the little wine? She want the can't stop for use up past mine. She don't wanna boy a wine out the time. We set this carnival time. Squeeze. How rich girl me ever call out the name? Me she come on the truck me wine out her burn. Me string her up like burning flame. Me she know me wild and until.
I'm gonna buy a dog. Wind up on it, wind up on it, jam up on it, jam up on it, wind up on it, wind up on it, flex up on it, flex up
She
on it.
want me wine up on it, wine up on it, wine up on it. Me bend over and walk up on it, jam up on it, juke it, juke it.
Call me Big Carnival Day when I'm grinding on the road. It's time for me to break bread, cause I ain't not walk up road.
Yo,
Hold me
man, I'm
tight
on
and
beat,
squeeze
you
me, darling. Give me everything you got. Come pressure me till I'm on it. Take a ride up in your spot. Yeah. Wind up on it, wind up on it, jam up on it, jam up on it, wind up on it.
I'll just say this real quick. I don't like the mastering. Whoever mastered it didn't do a good job.
Didn't blend.
They didn't blend. It didn't mesh.
Two different studios.
So I go say
Exactly.
I go give it a not based on the master.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't master that properly.
No, regardless of the master, I think it still has a vibe.
Yeah, it have a
I
vibe.
like listen to me, not because these artists are sending me the music. I am being
Wow,
biased.
somebody says
I'm being
Zola
real.
song like Edwin Yearwood
No,
from
no, no,
Crossfire.
no, she sound good.
No, she sounds good. She sounds
She
very
sound
good.
good.
I did find that it was like a little,
Yeah.
you know, Zola sung a certain way, and then
He come in real
BMW, he
coarse.
sung a real
Like
hard
coarse,
yeah.
yeah.
So it wasn't,
And it wasn't
you know,
blending.
but
All right, quick, fast.
It's
We,
been up to
we
your
had
place.
time. We had no
Yeah.
time. Bus.
yeah, I give it.
Yes, vibes. Bus. Bus. I like Zola. Bus. And that's it. That's it for the yeah.
Jam up on it, jam up on it.
Thank you to
time.
Tell him we set up. We set up.
Oh, we just got the okay that we can push. All right, so we could
Right,
push
get
for
through, boy.
yeah, we
Push
got
that
through,
up,
yeah.
boy.
We just got the okay.
All right.
I'm on the fence for this one. Zola voice, not too much for this song, not.
Why? No, oh man, okay.
It's a remake. I cannot give it a boost. No.
A remix.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Cause she have a song called Wine Up on Me or something. Wine Upon Me, something
But
like that.
he have a
They
kind
don't-
of,
but it's different.
classical.
It's-
You know what I always say, fellas? If you sing a song and you had a real good verse or couple verses on a song and that song didn't hit, you could feel free to use back those verses
It's
on another
yours.
song and a hit. It's
It's
yours, yeah.
That's
Straight
what
up.
to do. Anyway,
What are we doing? What are we doing now? I about to dive in the water. I get two people, and my two people get two people, and I get paid. Simple. All right. What are we doing? One more. We going in the cutoffs before we head out because the next team gotta come in.
Let me get into the cutters and
All right. So let's get into the team song. Chemistry that is on now. So that's a even yes and no. So that one.
It's in between. It's in between. We'll play it back next week. Because we only gave them about a verse. So
let it come back with a better master.
Yeah. Come back with a better master. You have to master it better. Send it outside. And I always tell producers this. Do not record the song in the same studio and mix and master in the very same studio. It's not just going to work for you. Send it somewhere else. I don't wanna yo, this man killing Moto. Who produced that? Coolie Chat?
I am not sure.
Alright, anyway, we press for time. Let's
All
get
right.
into
Cutter
the cutter segment. And this is the Caribbean Cutters for Sunday, August 30th. And I'm going to turn it over to X-Rated to explain to you guys why these specific group of gentlemen, right, needs a Cutters.
It have females involved in this too.
For real?
Yeah.
Or Naomi Okosaka?
Some females have management position and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I believe that everybody gets in it. Not just the NBA players.
Yeah. But the tennis players.
Entire NBA.
WNBA.
The entire. Everybody. Because it doesn't make sense sometimes, if you're for someone, you're for them.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're for a certain sort of protest or whatever it may be called in your terms, you have to ride for that right through. You cannot say UNC and then PNM and then PNM and then UNC. It doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? It don't make no sense at all.
Why? They what they do? They protest for 2 games. What could that solve?
It doesn't make no sense. You jump out, you say, okay, we are doing this because we are fed up of the nonsense, and you cannot wake up in the morning and then change your mind. It doesn't make sense. How? If I tell everybody I don't like Johnny Walker, I would never drink Johnny Walker.
Again.
I shouldn't be drinking Johnny Walker right now. I am drinking Johnny Walker right now, but that doesn't matter.
So get your belt to get some push. No, it's like this. Basketball, NBA players, or Naomi Okosaka, all of you guys who boycott for 2 days. Let me tell you something. Take pattern from the union. When a union strikes until they get justice.
Yes.
You understand? Get them 2 belt.
Yes.
All they want to strike for 2 days to show that black people that, we are so conscious about what the hell is going on. But then you go back right after and you play the game again. All you on stupidness. And wait, until the NBA president come out and say you guys can be expressive on a t-shirt, you guys can have your platform to build whatever, then all they start to come out because all they realize now all they going to lose money because all they scared to lose all their money.
Yeah.
Get them 2 belt. Get them 2 belt.
This whole thing, America is just based on money.
That's it.
It's all about money. So whichever direction the money is pointing is where these people is going to follow. They're going to run to. And don't get tied up in the nonsense. If you real, you keep it real. If you know what you down for, be down for that. Don't switch sides.
And I want to give LeBron for 2 belt for just being LeBron.
I think LeBron was one of them that actually
Game 2 belt still. Game 2 belt. Game 2 belt. He run anything, he lead anything. All right,
time to go.
That's it. Get Justin Bieber 2 belt for him.
Yeah, before we go.
Yeah, just get Justin Bieber 2 belt.
We gotta give Justin Bieber a little licks because of the fact that
Today's the celebrity cutters.
Today's the celebrity cutters. People that you may not know but you like. Yeah, that kind of cutters we giving. Jaden Smith put up a picture in the mirror.
Shirtless.
Just shirtless.
With the abs glistening.
Abs busting out and
Yeah.
grease down and thing. And Justin Bieber was in the comments with the
the
tongue
tongue
emoji.
No, brother. I understand. Justin Bieber, like he's trying to get in an entanglement with the Smith family. He's envious. Game 2 bell just because he's envious of August Alsina, but August Alsina went to the mother. How you go try to go with his son? Don't do that.
You can't be friends with Jaden Smith, man. Come on, man.
You guys,
Cool. Right.
This is GMGT's Trouble in the Morning. We want to thank you guys for tuning in each and every Sunday with us right here on the Trouble in the Morning team.
Hey, thank
also,
you guys. Let us run a little bit over
yes,
time too.
please.
Also.
I appreciate you guys. Also, I want to say this: Monday mornings from 7:30 a.m. Kareem has a Money Matters segment. It's a financial literacy segment. And I tell you, when I tell you this guy speaks because he knows, he has been there, he worked in the banking industry, and you can learn a thing or two. We have to start building generational wealth. If you guys want to be here in the United States of America, you want to live here in the United States of America, you need to start building generational wealth. Monday mornings from 7:30 a.m., Kareem has the Money Matters segment. This has been Trouble in the Morning.
And don't forget to follow our artist that was here today at DI_hooligan. That is DI_hooligan. Follow him on the Instagram and check out his music on YouTube. You're going to like some of the stuff that's up there, right?
Definitely. All right. We out of here. Thank you guys very much from the entire GMGT's Trouble in the Morning team. We love you guys. Have a great day. We out of here. Squeeze one more and then we gone.
Oh, I don't find 2 people. But...
Yeah, the fine. Man, see, you had to find 2 people, yes?
Two people. All I need is 2 people, and them 2 will bring 2 people. The next 2 will bring 2 people, and 2 more will bring more people. All I need is 2 people, and them 2 will bring 2 people. The next 2 will bring 2 people, and 2 more will bring more people. 700 for 5,600, 1,400 for 11,000, 3,400 for 27,000. All our we go get 12,000. All our we go get 1,200. Pocket looking fat like pumpkin. Nobody can tell me nothing. All I need is 2 people. All I need is 2 people, and them 2 will bring 2 people. The next 2 will bring 2 people, and 2 more will bring more people. All I need is 2 people, and them 2 will bring 2 people. The next 2 will bring 2 people, and 2 more will bring more people. This is not no Ponzi scheme. This is not no pyramid. Bring all the money you have to give. The name is a gifting circle. Come and wine in the gifting circle. Come and jam in the gifting circle. Jumping up in the gifting circle. All I need is 2 people. All I
Good
need is
music at good times.
One good